everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, a reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is Seth Schachner, the managing director of Strat Americas. Seth, thank you so much for joining me.
Great to be here, Brittany.
There is some big news in the years-long TikTok saga. The White House and China have officially reached a deal regarding the app. This comes almost 2 years after President Biden signed a bill forcing the app's parent company, ByteDance, to either sell TikTok's U.S. operations to an American-approved buyer or effectively face a nationwide ban. The agreement that was recently reached gives a group of Trump-backed investors control of the U.S. version of TikTok. So to start off the conversation, what do you make of the deal?
Long time coming, essentially a positive thing, actually. I think there's been just a long blitz of political considerations around the TikTok transaction, sometimes kind of outweighing the actual reality of it, basically. And I guess I'm kind of glad to see that it's over, basically. And the real thing that I make about the deal is, what, if anything, will change in terms of the product long term? Because I think that's always been, the most sensitive underlying piece of it. Users need to like it, be happy, and not sense that the environment has been compromised in some way. So, but yeah, a good deal. I don't see something radically different in terms of the change of control, to be honest with you, in terms of why the deal eventually, happened, basically. I think it's about bilateral rivalries ultimately.
I think to get started, let's talk about who's who in this deal. The new U.S. operation is called TikTok USDS Joint Venture. It's now majority owned by Trump-supported investors. These investors include Oracle, the private equity firm Silver Lake, and the Abu Dhabi-based investment firm MGX. What are your thoughts on these investors?
I don't know if I would call them Trump-backed per se. I think, these are classic private equity investors and have all sorts of, asymmetrical relationships around the world in terms of investments, basically. But yeah, I do think that it's certainly more palatable in kind of the current, domestic political landscape to see an American group of investors owning this, particularly around the data sensitivities that I think were part of the reason why this transaction happened. But I don't know if I'd call them politically aligned per se, to be really quite candid with you. I think the real thing is that the app will be under some form of American control in terms of the ownership aspect of it. And hopefully it'll be like something that users don't know. It'll be transparent to them, although it's not clear that's actually happening right now since it was sold.